What happens when you mix feminism and Instagram Reels? Well, you probably get the most retardedest videos I think I've ever seen in my life. Because yes, today we're going to be talking about toxic feminist Reels. Because I feel like there's been a huge epidemic of feminist Reels on Instagram, and I just can't escape it. Like every time I move my For You page, it's just full of these Reels. And also, I just want to add this before I start. When I say girls or like females or whatever, I'm not referring to all females. Obviously, I know that all females don't think like that. I'm talking about the ones who do. But anyways, without any further ado, let's just begin.
Talk about male flight and the devaluation of education. In sociology, male flight is a term used to describe a phenomenon where men leave spaces associated with women in order to uphold traditional masculinity. In 1979, only 200,000 more women attended college than men. Nothing crazy. But by 2021, 3.1 million more women started to attend college. So now, unfortunately, education is beginning to be seen as some sort of feminine hobby that is being discredited, which is why we've often started to see men in conservative media talk about how having an Ivy League education doesn't mean anything anymore because women are actually more likely to go to them.
Like, what is this woman even yapping about? I don't know. Like, I don't know if just me. It can't be just me, but she said a whole lot of nothing. So first she claims that men are like not going to college because more women are going to college. Because I guess men are scared of cuties or something. Like, this isn't middle school anymore. Maybe it's because college is getting harder to, actually afford. It also could be because of jobs that are mostly men dominated, don't really require a college education. And usually jobs that are dominated by women require a higher education. Why? Because you don't need to go to college for 4 years to learn how to build a house. That's something you would learn to do over time. Because literally, if you just look up why aren't men going to college, it tells you why. And it's literally what I just said. Not because men are afraid of cuties or something. They just go straight to the workforce. And nowhere in the article does it mention that women are the problem why Ivy League is losing its luster. Because I guess it's not very masculine to go to Harvard. See how retarded this is? But the pretty much sum of the article, it's pretty much saying that Harvard, places like that, are having like a higher acceptance rates. So that's why it's kind of losing its luster to get accepted into Harvard. Because right now, if you're smart and you have lots of money, you probably have an easy chance of getting into Harvard. And also, I guess the Israel-Palestine war created conflicts and protests outside of those colleges. Something. I wasn't really paying attention. But not once did they mention feminism or females. Harvard is losing its luster because more females are attending there, I guess. She must have smoked crack or something before reading this article. Or she has some mental health issue. Because where did she even come up with this idea? It's not even that big of a gap. It's less than 10%, which is 6%. And I don't even know why I just didn't say 6%. And the replies are so retarded. We made college lame, gay, and expensive. Why are men not going to college? I mean, there's a lot of reasons why. But please tell me you're not going because, bad idea. Fellas, is it gay to learn? Yeah, you're right. It is pretty gay to learn. I did get accepted into Harvard, but I might not go because, I don't know, there's just too many women there. And it's also just kind of gay and not very masculine.
Are you up for a joyride later?
Where do you want to take me?
Guess.
Yeah, nobody guessed in the comments, by the way. Luckily, I guess this reel did not reach the feminist side of Instagram because feminists would have went crazy with this. And the take that men just fear false allegations while women fear dying is probably the most stupidest take ever. If you just sit there and think for more than 2 seconds that false allegations can ruin someone's life. If you're a woman right now and you're watching this video and you don't agree with me, whatever you're at right now, whether you're in college right now or you went to college for 4 years, you got a well-paying job, and you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, we're pretty exclusive on the channel, and you're trying to pay off your debt. Now imagine someone coming along, falsely accusing you for something, and you lose everything. Your partner leaves you, you lose your scholarships if you're in college, because you probably get kicked out. Okay, let's say you went to college for 4 years, you lose your job that you worked so hard to get, and you're broke now because now you can't pay your debt back. All because of one little lie. And for some reason, you're not thinking of the many lives who have been taken because of false essay. Because people also do die from that. And now you're probably thinking well, yellow man, a lot of assaulters don't face the consequences of their actions. Well, I don't know what planet you live on, but it must be not Earth. Because I feel like up until recently, it has been taken more seriously than ever before. Because, back then, they actually just used to believe the victim. which led to a lot of innocent people getting arrested. And somehow, apparently this woman went to law school. But assuming you want to become a lawyer, you have to see both sides. Like, you cannot be biased if you're a lawyer. Even though, yeah, I guess technically you can, because it's really about if they actually can win the case or not. Like, don't tell them that they can win the case when they can't. Just because you don't want to accept that she could be lying. So yeah, you're probably going to put your clients to the depth, so have fun with that, I guess.
One of my hottest takes is that true love and soulmates and the one is all sexist propaganda. Fairy tales and movies function as tools that condition women to eagerly disrupt their lives and center men and center romance and view domesticity as like romantic destiny rather than subjugation and oppression. And it's that video that I saw a while ago in here of like, marriage is just DEI. Like, I really believe that. And I'm someone who like loves love. I want to get married and have kids. Blah, blah. Like, I want all that. But literally any piece of media that you grew up with that even slightly implied to you that women in some way exist to like serve men or be the other half to a man, or you can only find completion through like romantic partnership, or your wedding day is going to be the happiest day of your life, or anything like that. Propaganda. To me, propaganda. Sorry. I just really believe it's so important for us as women to construct a very whole sense of self and excitement for the future that is not just purely patriarchal.
Like, oh my god, like one of my hottest takes is that marriage and soulmates is propaganda by men. Wally, propaganda. The movie Up, propaganda. Frozen, oh my god, propaganda. Am I right? You always wonder what a femcel is? Well, there you go. This to me is exactly what a femcel is. Like, I just don't understand. Like, God forbid a man wants to settle down with a woman and have kids with them. Like, how is that misogynistic propaganda? Like, this has to be race bait, but I don't think it is. Like, you can just tell by the way she talks, she actually thinks like this. Like, how as a human have you made it this far? Where you somehow consider settling down with someone because, you love them? Misogynistic propaganda. Like, I have a pretty good idea why you think like this. I think you think like this because all your friends around you are settling down with someone they actually love. They're finding their soulmates, I guess you can say that. While you're out here probably partying almost every single day. And I assume that you're probably having a lot of one-night stands. A lot of loveless one-night stands. With people you probably could care less about. And you feel ashamed about it. You probably feel ashamed about the life you live right now. So, you resort to making excuses on why you live that life. And since you're like legitimately brain dead, you have to blame someone or something. Somebody said in the comments, she's young. She has no clue. Guys, be nice to her. Nah, I think she's like in her like late 20s. I feel like she should probably know better by now. I like this comment. This comment speaking facts. It was a different type of propaganda that led you to this opinion also. She's probably so stupid that she doesn't even understand that what she said literally is propaganda. Reminds me of the TikTok that said the male loneliness epidemic is just a labor dispute. Men wanting to kill themselves because they can't find love? That is so funny. Remind me what the joke is. Because I'm still looking for it, honestly. Alright, so I'm going to voice over the next video because it definitely uses copyright music. And if you ever seen a video like this pop up on your free page, you know what song they're using. They always use the same song. Reminder that men didn't give the women the right to vote. It was withheld. They did. It was voted on. And also, I don't understand why in the year 2025, you're still complaining about that. Like, you never even lived in a time where women couldn't vote. Your mom didn't even live in a time where you couldn't vote. So you're literally complaining about something that you have. So I just don't get it. Instead of whining about it, why don't you just be grateful that you don't live in a time like that? Feminism today isn't really needed as much. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And again, I'm not trying to make this a gender war. I know it's not all women. I'm just talking about the ones who think like this. I'm sure that the majority of women don't think like this. So just keep that in mind. And for the audience who's mad at me, I do touch grass. I actually went outside yesterday, did some chores. I do shower too. I showered yesterday actually. And and yes, I have touched a woman, okay? Alright, that's it. And I also have friends. I know, surprising. Alright, bye.
Skies are gray. Do you